Welcome back to the YS channel. So today, just in time for the holidays and Christmas, we're going to jump straight into a review for the 1966 television special movie Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Released in 1966, the stop-motion animated film has become a beloved tradition for many families during the holiday season. Again, nostalgia of this classic.
Yes. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer follows the story of a young reindeer who is born with a bright, glowing red nose, as everyone knows. However, Rudolph is shunned by his peers, even his own father and Donner, who is embarrassed by his son's unique feature. However, Rudolph's nose ends up being his greatest asset when Santa Claus enlists him to guide his sleigh to a foggy Christmas Eve. Along the way, Rudolph befriends other misfits, including Hermey the elf, who dreams of becoming a dentist, and together they embark on a journey of self-discovery and acceptance.
You know what's funny is that whole background of him wanting to be a dentist.
Yeah.
That was like a code for him being gay. Like, I found that out years ago.
Seriously?
Because, yeah. You know, because this is the 60s, so you couldn't, like, put that on TV, especially a kid's movie.
Mm-hmm.
So they just made him wanted to become a dentist and run away. Which is
I still don't see how being a dentist translates to being a homosexual, but what do I know?
Him being a dentist takes the place of that. It's fucking gay. So
It's...
anyhow, yeah. So one of the most striking aspects of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is the stop-motion animation itself, which was done by the legendary studio of Rankin Productions. So this film, the detailed, intricate puppets bring the characters to life in a way that is both charming and nostalgic. From the snowy landscapes of the North Pole to the bustling streets and the inner workings of the elf's workshop, Santa's workshop, I should say, every scene is crafted with care, attention to detail, and the character designs are whimsical, expressive, and, you know, Rudolph's red nose serving as the beacon of hope and individuality in a world that values conformity. What a notion that is. Anyhow, the voice cast of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer features a talented ensemble of actors who bring the characters to life with warmth and humor. You know, Burl Ives shines as the narrator and voice of Sam the Snowman. I remember that fucker. The snowman would pop up every so often.
Yep.
And of course, he's the one that guides you through the movie. And I think he sings a song or two. You know, Billy Mae Richards captures Rudolph's youthful innocence and determination, while Paul Souls imbues Hermey with a sense of quirky charm and ambition. Supporting cast also includes Santa Claus and the other reindeer, which, you know, all that kind of rounds out, adds depth and personality. It really brings the movie to life. I mean, it's actually, you can compare this to other stop motion, well, I guess TV shows of the time, like Gumby, right? You know, that looks like a steaming pile of shit compared to this, you know. But yeah, this movie has charm and character for sure.
Oh yeah, well, another thing about this movie, in fact, this applies to every Rankin Bass production made from the 60s till they stopped doing so in the 80s. They did all the animation overseas in Japan. So technically, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is a Japanese film as well as an American.
It's an anime.
Yeah, but at its core, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the story about acceptance, diversity, and the power of individuality. Rudolph's journey from outcast to hero serves as a reminder that our differences are what make us special, and that true acceptance comes from embracing who we are, flaws and all. However, not every country applies that. The country explores themes of friendship, courage, self-discovery, and apparently hidden homosexuality innuendos, and self-discovery as Rudolph and his friends band together to overcome adversity and prove their worth. These messages resonate with audiences of all ages and continue to inspire hope. Because in a world that can often feel cold and unforgiving.
Yeah, Well, ever since its release in the the mid '60s, right? This has definitely been a staple of the Christmas time. I know at one point, I forget which it was NBC. I could be off on that. It used to be like an annual tradition for them to air this movie like once or twice during the Christmas time period. I mean, now you can watch it whenever the fuck you want, but it was like a thing, kind of like the Charlie Brown specials. They would only air them like in relation to whatever season. The Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown or whatever. For some reason, these are traditions that have stuck over the decades. But this movie is, growing up, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's it's definitely well fucking made. Like, there's no getting around that aspect of it. It's well made, even for the time. And as we've been talking about, all the characters are very expressive and cheery or whimsical, which it's kind of hard to express on stop motion puppets, especially in the '60s. Or at least express that convincingly. You wouldn't see, honestly. I'm sure there's one-offs here and there, from other studios. I know for a fact there are, but you wouldn't see like this kind of quality and production like level until like whatever the company that's behind the Wallace and Gromit series. Like that studio. Because for most of their projects, except for a couple here or there, they still use puppets and stop motion. Even to this day. They took that to a whole new level, but like as far as quality and everything, like Rankin and Bass had, if you wanted to make something like this, they were the go-to. And again, that's one of the reasons why this holiday classic holds up so well even to this day. And it's even like the voice acting is well done for what this is. The fact that I actually took the time to make original songs and like an original score for it and everything. It makes it rewatchable. That's for sure.
Yes. Well, in conclusion, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is a classic holiday special that continues to captivate audiences with its charm and heart and timeless message of acceptance and friendship. From its exquisite stop motion, it's in the script. From its stop motion animation to its memorable music and enduring characters, the film is a true masterpiece of storytelling and craftsmanship. Producers Arthur Rankin and Jules Bass would make holiday specials on a almost yearly basis following Rudolph to the early to mid '80s when they started making shows like Thundercats. As we can celebrate.
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah, and they also made The Hobbit and cartoon version of Return of the King.
Yeah, I remember. I know they did that. Yeah, I forgot they were responsible for Thundercats.
Yeah, and that was actually their last major production. I think towards the end of the '80s, Disney bought the animation studio that did Thundercats and Rankin Bass Animation. And that studio went on to animate Batman the Animated Series and other shows, I believe.
Yeah, that's quite the legacy when you think about it. But anyhow, as you already said, thank you all for tuning in, watching this review, this timeless classic. Subscribe, follow our channel. We greatly appreciate it, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, people.